Welcome to True Crime Stories. Tonight, we delve into the chilling tale of the Zodiac Killer, a shadowy figure whose identity remains one of the greatest mysteries in criminal history. His reign of terror began in the 1960s and continues to haunt investigators to this day. The Zodiac taunted authorities with cryptic letters typed with a cold precision. These letters would soon become infamous, striking fear across Northern California and beyond. His crimes spanned several locations across Northern California, marked forever on maps as chilling reminders of his calculated acts of terror. Newspapers of the time carried bold headlines, reporting the gruesome murders in mysterious letters, cementing the Zodiac Killer's place in history. On December 20th, 1968, a peaceful dirt road became the site of a horrific double murder when high school sweethearts Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday were attacked. Police arrived to find shattered windows and bloodstains, yet no clues to the killer's identity. The lack of witnesses only deepened the mystery. Inside the car, bloodstains and a handprint left a chilling reminder of the night's events, though they provided few answers for investigators. 6 months later, Mike Mageau survived a similar attack, becoming the Zodiac Killer's only living witness. His testimony provided the first glimpse of the murderer's terrifying presence. Betty Lou and David's lives were tragically cut short, leaving behind only memories captured in old photographs and an unsolved case. The initial police reports reflected the growing frustration with the case, detailing no leads and no witnesses, as fear spread through the community. In August 1969, the Zodiac sent his first cryptic letters, filled with chilling descriptions of his crimes and puzzling ciphers that would taunt authorities for decades. Detectives pored over every detail, connecting crime scenes and evidence, hoping to decipher the killer's cryptic messages and uncover his identity. Newspaper editors debated whether to publish the Zodiac's letters, knowing the public had a right to know, yet fearing the panic these letters would cause. One cryptogram, solved after intense scrutiny, revealed chilling phrases like, "Killing is so much fun," leaving investigators more horrified than ever. The Zodiac's letters often came with sinister details, including torn pieces of fabric or envelopes addressed with his distinct, blocky handwriting. Newspaper headlines screamed of the Zodiac's reign of terror, with his crosshair symbol becoming synonymous with fear and mystery. Lake Berryessa offered a peaceful escape for Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard, but their serene picnic soon turned into a nightmare. The Zodiac Killer appeared in a black executioner-style hood, wielding a gun and a knife. His menacing presence struck fear into the couple. Tying them up, the Zodiac showed no mercy as he carried out his brutal attack, leaving Cecilia mortally wounded and Brian fighting for his life. Bound tightly with rope, Brian's hands trembled as he lay helpless, reflecting the calculated cruelty of his attacker. Before fleeing, the Zodiac carved his infamous crosshair symbol and the date of the attack into Brian's car, marking the crime as his own. Brian, severely injured, tried desperately to crawl toward Cecilia, whose injuries left her unconscious. The quiet lake stood as a grim witness to the tragedy. The crosshair symbol carved into the car remains one of the Zodiac's most audacious and haunting signatures. Police arrived to a bloodied crime scene, but were too late to catch the killer. The lake and its surrounding woods became a place of eerie silence. On October 11, 1969, Paul Stein, a taxi driver, was shot in the head at point-blank range in San Francisco's upscale Presidio Heights neighborhood. Inside the taxi, investigators found torn pieces of bloody fabric and other chilling evidence of the Zodiac's calculated methods. Witnesses described the Zodiac walking away calmly, helping police create a composite sketch of a man who appeared ordinary but exuded menace. The shadowy figure of the Zodiac disappeared into the night, leaving behind only questions and fear in the quiet residential neighborhood. A torn piece of Paul Stein's bloodied shirt, later sent to the police by the Zodiac, became one of the most macabre elements of the case. Despite patrolling the streets of Presidio Heights, police failed to apprehend the Zodiac, who had once again vanished into the shadows. Detectives amassed evidence from numerous crime scenes, piecing together connections on maps and in detailed case files. Arthur Lee Allen became a prime suspect, with circumstantial evidence and his disturbing behavior painting a compelling yet inconclusive picture. Amateur sleuths took to decoding the Zodiac's cryptograms, obsessively building theories that ranged from plausible to outlandish. In 2020, one of the Zodiac's ciphers was finally decoded, revealing chilling phrases that reignited interest in the case. Arthur Lee Allen's courtroom appearances captured attention, yet a lack of definitive evidence meant he was never formally charged. Law enforcement officers tirelessly examined the evidence, but the Zodiac's ability to elude capture became a source of deep frustration. The Zodiac's letters, filled with cryptic symbols and sinister details, remain an enduring enigma in criminal history. Even today, amateur detectives debate theories and follow new leads, ensuring the Zodiac Killer case remains alive in the public imagination. The Zodiac case files, now yellowed with age, symbolize decades of unanswered questions and countless hours of investigation. The cryptic ciphers, some solved and others not, continue to intrigue and baffle, leaving the world wondering what secrets they hold. The serene forests and landscapes of Northern California now carry an air of menace, transformed by the horrors of the Zodiac's crimes. Media coverage cemented the Zodiac's place in history, with headlines and photos capturing the fear and fascination of the public. Online communities and amateur detectives debate endlessly, keeping the Zodiac case alive as one of the greatest true crime mysteries. The Zodiac Killer, forever a shadowy figure, disappeared into the fog of history, leaving behind a legacy of fear and unanswered questions. Thank you for watching True Crime Stories. The Zodiac Killer remains one of the most mysterious and chilling figures in criminal history, leaving a legacy of fear and unanswered questions. His story reminds us of the dark corners of human nature and the enduring power of mystery. What are your thoughts? Will the Zodiac Killer's identity ever be uncovered? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to join us for more true crime mysteries. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.